this video is we move to the second part of tutorial guides for Manim. The second part is the thematic guides. Within here, we already finished the configuration. Now the 2.2, a deep dive into Manim's internal. So there's some the sub part of that. This video is the lecture 0425 is focus on the introduction. Before we go to that detail, because this chapter is kind of our theory related things, is not too much these related demos compared to the others. And you may see here is once we finish this part is we move to the example gallery reference menu, then we have a lot of them more demos we can show you from the sample. We may I've from recent videos, I try to match our numbers of the video with the certain contents here. So you can see here within this chapter 2.2 is this video is we focus on introduction, and then we will have another next one is for the overview preliminaries, and then the initialization. We will have two videos to demo. So once there's some code example, I may show you one separate video, and we will stop in this 029 for this animation and the render loop. So let's do this one by one. So if you come to the this Manim communities part is deep dive into Manim internal is on the introduction. We will talk about this Manim can be wonderful library, but the condition is if you use that correctly. So, but if you are not understand what things going wrong, is you may be take time consuming and try to find out things. So from this chapter is we are trying to do some lifeline through the render process, aim to give some appropriate amount of detail, describe what happened when Manim read your scene code and produce the corresponding animation. So there's a whole article on these five subparts. We'll focus on this one sample called is toy sample. For making that is let me create our 2.2. It's called is deep dive. And then we will use this one to create the toy example. So let me make this is a toy example .py. If later on we may have some same names, I will rename this to 01 or and the later one will be 02. So that is the you may sometime to see is some earlier videos file is being changed. So if you follow this course one by one, then you may see these change reasons. But if you're picking up this directly, sometimes you need to cope with those code names in the repository. But normally is I try to keep the folder structure as simple as possible. So this one, as my style is for the earlier is I already demo to you is we don't need to finish the code completely, then this you do the testing. Is we already tried this line by line. So when you have minimum executable portions, try to do the test immediately. That help you to save time is to have a later larger code blocks. It's not easy to find the reasons of the error. But the minimum is we need to load the Manim and create this this master class. So we put that is toy example scene, and we need to have this def construct self. So you need to give some thing is orange square. So the one let's look at this animation. So first is orange square, then this transform to our blue circle, add a dot and move a little bit. So that is our target to do. So let's see. So first you need to define our orange square. So we use the square keywords and give a color is orange. Give a fill opacity. You see that is half transparent. ORANGE square SQUARE. So I think it's that's nice. So let's try to generate some this one. Then I see dot 2 dot 2.2. Yeah, I can see my file. So Manim PQL. Then is my this file. So this file is toy, and then the toy example. That is to run for that. It's loading. Then but during this rendering, you can see here I have is our part is doing that. But it's for the purpose easier manage thing is let's create that our subfolder. The subfolder I will use this to let's create another new folder, because later on when we have another part is we will have that they are all in this medium. So that is 2.2-1. So just the short folder. So let me move all of them. So then what I will do, I will go to the subfolder. So let's see. So I have my Python and media folder, and also the this PyCatch. Because I have nothing, so there's no video generated. It's just our dummy, this image. So that is the way is you can see the sequences. If you create this library import, create a class, create our the function, then you can starting to run the blank one. So let's starting to add one by one. So during we are adding, so before we go to the overview, that is the thing is we will evaluate together. So first is what happened in this the manimation. So or we can see it's manim animation. In the first lines, 3 lines, so we construct a method, a square. This one is called is orange square, and the circle are initialed. So we starting to have the second line. So blue circle equal to use the circle keywords. Give a color that is the blue, and the fill opacity is the transparent percentage is the 0.5, just half. So now we have two, but if you go to the PNG file, it's still nothing. So you, but this two lines of code is already okay for compile by this Manim. So you will see there's nothing generated. It's still the blank screen, but the whole process of processing this code are no error. Here is the light, not highlight, is because you define two variable, but these variables are not being called. So now is we're using this add. Add is to make our shape is adding to our static image. So let's see. So add play will be the animation. So let's first add orange square. You can use the tab to auto complete that. When you have this one used in our method, you can see here is highlighted. Now let's make our line by line executing. So you can see here we add this, and this one is our static image, and this generated output is stay in your image subfolder under media, and that is under another subfolder is your class name. So toy example, now we have this picture, and they also give you the Manim CE 0.18.1 is the version. But since we only use add method, there's no animation generated. So the default 480p this frame is 15 per second is nothing generated. That will be happened something when we starting to have the next line play. So self play replacement transform. We discussed is the comparison before the transform and the replacement transform in some earlier videos. You can back to that video to see the difference. So orange square, I use the tab with the auto complete. And then from this orange square, change to the blue circle. And we set a runtime to 3 seconds. So that is the seconds. So replacement transform self play. Now let's execute that, and please observe here the folder change. If my typing are all okay, so it's starting to generate some, you can see here, a new video is coming. At the same time, is that there's some partial video as well. So those are the things we have explained before. And the rendering, there is play one. And let's see, where is that play? It's not finished yet. You can see exact 3 seconds. So if I play from the square, go to the circle. The arrow, so server execute failed is they are not, it's OS arrow. So I think it's they got something not successfully rendered. Let's look at what's the arrows. Open media file. So it's just because it's I have opened that file. So let me just close this. But no worry, the execution process is just finished this compiling. I use compiling, but it's not actual compiling. The Python is this interpreting a programming language. They just read every line and try to processing that. And in the end, if nothing error, then they will have the the final generated video to be played. But here is we got some arrows, but let's continue. So small dot, we remember here under the circle or under the shape, we have a dot. So we define our variable using dot. And then we need to add that. So small dot add updater. So updater is add to your earlier the screens. So small dot and that u is our lambda mob next to. So because we need to move that to the below of the blue circle. Why here is the blue circle is because we use the replacement transform. So if you just use transform, remember you can check earlier video is here when you refer to the that bigger shape that should still the orange square because that is the orange square keep name, keep the variable, and transform to another shape. But using the replacement transform is actually transformed to another object. So with this, we have add this one. Let's run this. Hope this time is it can be generate. So mob. This is a dot, and yeah, here should be our dot. Next two is a method, not the using this column. Yeah. If it cannot be automatically played, it's maybe it's my OS has some issues, but that is not to impact the generation. After this finished, we can already see from this toy example.mp4. So that is not our issue, but I may check later. So using this certain command is to check is one arrow, server execution arrow. So maybe it's I have some connection errors, but that is fine. So let's play. It's still 3 seconds. So change to that is we should have our dot, but it's add our dot. This dot is didn't show up. So create a small dot. Possible that is due to is we don't make that play. So create small dot and then self play again. So blue. Oh, so this one is we can keep that as the comments still. So now we see the create. So you can read those sentences to see so what's the explanation for that. But I hope is I demo to you line by line. You can see the effect. So we create a dot object. Now we play that through the create function. So then here you can see we have two animations. So one animation is this transform, another animation is the create small dot. But unfortunately, is I have the issues for automatically play. So, but we do this from here. You can see 3 plus 1. So by default, if you don't set a runtime parameter or arguments, that will just 1 seconds. Now you can see you transform 3 seconds and you have this dot 1 seconds. So that is the result. So let's continue. So we play move. So blue circle. Now that is the animate shift right. If you want to shift up, you can do that. So let's see. So I change that to shift up and wait. This wait is by default is just 1 second. So I should have 2 more seconds added into our video. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So now you have for 4 animation. This wait is also generate 1 animation. So that is the mechanism for Manim to one by one to adding to those generated result. So if you have some complex science topic that you want to make this animation, just try to do this from top to bottom to one by one. So now you can see it's 6 seconds. So 3 seconds do the replace transformation, then 1 second here, 1 second move, 1 second wait. Now we only have the last line, so but you already know this. If I keep self, we already have for 6 seconds. So if I say is fade out, make this blue circle fade out, then only left the small dots. So I don't want the small dots fade out. Let's leave that. But I set a wrong time equal to 4. So it's just like this syntax. So we already have total 6 seconds. Now I use 4 seconds to fade out all the things. So our animation finally. So difference is I leave the small dots. I only fade out our blue circle. Then total result of the movie or the animation will be 10 seconds. So that is the mechanism. So now I have 5 animation. Fade out is the number 5. Let's leave that the arrow happened. Then this I can play here. But if this error is kept, maybe I will leave that because that not impact our functionality. But this is interesting is from this 0 to 25, I got this error now. So not happened before. So maybe some version, some compatibility. So I will check. But theoretically, it's 10 seconds. So 3 seconds, 1 second, 1 second, wait 1 second, then 4 seconds fade out only this one, leave this one. So now it's the 10 seconds. So we started, we use this introduction video to show you is line by line what's the mechanism inside this Manim animation. It's an interesting word, is code is Manimation. So try to think that is Manim animation. For I hope is you also practice step by step on this code and get this expected result like me. So I post this to the GitHub so you can download this, but try to practice yourself. Next video is we will move to the overview and also explain the one sample within these preliminaries. So see you then. Bye for now.